Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. I'm Nick. Today I'm talking about this new pressing of Pink Floyd's classic album, The Dark Side of the Moon, that's coming out in April. There's a bunch of links down below. Make sure you check them out. There's links for the Vinyl Den Facebook group, for the merch page, for the Spotify and Apple Music playlist that we put together every week, and the Patreon page. Make sure you go check all that out. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I release new episodes. So if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan, have been for a long time, and I've long considered The Dark Side of the Moon the best album ever released. Absolutely love it. My wife, my friends all make fun of me because I've got like a dozen copies of this album. So we've got this new one that's coming out in April. I think it's being released on April 19th, so the day before Record Store Day. And my first thought was, okay, it looks cool. It's a different kind of pressing than anything we've seen them release before, but do we really need another pressing of The Dark Side of the Moon? I know this album's been pressed to death over the years. There's literally hundreds of pressings of this album. But really since the beginning of the 2000s, you've got the 2003 30th anniversary pressing that came out. You had the 2016 remaster. You had the 40th anniversary. You had the 50th anniversary box set. You had the 50th anniversary album outside of the box set, so it's the same album that was released. And now this pressing. So that's 6 pressings of this album in 24 years. So what makes this album, or this pressing, different than anything else they've done before? So this is the first time it's being released as a 2LP release, but it's not just a standard release. So this is on crystal clear vinyl. I'll put a picture up from their website. So this is limited edition crystal clear vinyl. It's a 2LP release. So what they did was they printed UV artwork on the non-playable side of the album. So basically what they did was they created a picture disc version of this album, but in a different kind of way than a standard picture discs are. So this is only the images on the non-playable side, so it's not going to have any kind of negative effect on the overall audio of the album. So sound-wise, this is going to be the exact same album as the 50th anniversary release and the album that was in the 50th anniversary box set. There's no difference sound-wise between that album and this one, other than it's on clear vinyl, it's got a picture printed on the back side of it, and it's going to cost you twice as much. I mean, it does come with an exclusive poster, and it does come with an exclusive slipcase, so it does have a little bit of a different look than the standard album. And before I complain too much about this album, yes, as soon as I got the email that this was coming out, I pre-ordered it. But I'm kind of I guess I'm the problem when it comes to Pink Floyd stuff, because anything they put out, I'm going to buy. I guess I'm the target audience for that, because this just seems, even somebody who is a big fan of it and a big fan of this album, it still feels like a big cash grab. I definitely get it. You know, they're just trying to release things to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this incredible album. But the 50th anniversary was last year. I think we're kind of past that now. They released the box set. They released the single album. They released the live album. They released Atmos mix of The Dark Side of the Moon. I think it's time to move on, do some other stuff from Pink Floyd's catalog, stuff that hasn't been available in years or ever. The one thing that comes to my mind is Pink Floyd released a box set back in 2000 called Is There Anybody Out There? It was the live album from The Wall. It's never been available on vinyl. I'd love to see them do a box set for that release. I would love to see them do something like that over this release of another pressing of course, I love it. I have it on pre-order, but do we really need another pressing of The Dark Side of the Moon? And like I already said, I know I'm definitely part of the problem. I'm not part of the solution. I complained about the 50th anniversary box set when it was released last year. I still bought it. I complained about this pressing. I still bought it. I complained about the later years box set when they released that back in 2019. I still bought that. So, like I said, as much as I complain about these pressings, they're going to keep cranking them out because there's lots of people out there like me that just keep buying them. There's one other thing I kind of noticed with this release is that it says that it's limited edition, but I don't see anywhere. Maybe I missed it. Maybe they posted it somewhere else. But when the release came out on their website, it all says limited edition, but it doesn't say what it's limited to. So I doubt this thing is really all that limited. Knowing Pink Floyd, there's probably tons of copies of this thing. It's been up for pre-order now for over a week now. Still available on their website, so obviously it didn't sell that fast. I guess a lot of times I see limited edition nowadays. I just kind of think it's just another marketing ploy. But I guess we'll see once this album comes out. I'm pretty sure I said the same thing about the 50th anniversary box set when it came out last year, though, about how they marketed it as limited edition. It didn't seem all that limited at first, but then it sold out, and it hasn't been restocked since then. So I know a lot of people that did miss out on that box set. I'm glad I grabbed a copy of it when I did. So I don't know. Maybe this thing is limited to maybe 10 or 15,000 copies. I really have no clue. And will eventually sell out, and then you'll have to go on the secondary market to grab a copy of it. But I don't know. It looks cool. I decided to grab a copy of it because I am a sucker when it comes to Pink Floyd, especially Dark Side of the Moon stuff. But, I guess I kind of want to throw the question out to you guys. What do you guys think about this? Do you think we need another copy of this album? It has been pressed to death over the years. Like I said, I think there's only, 5 or 6 different pressings of it since 2000, but literally hundreds of pressings over the years. This is just another one to add to the stack, I guess. But let me know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. That's all I got. Until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.